Welcome back to Prime Worth. Today we'll discuss one of the biggest forces shaping your life, the economy. Why do prices rise suddenly? Why do jobs vanish in a recession? Why can events in another country make your wallet suffer? The answer is simple, it's the economy. But what exactly is it, and how does it secretly control your money, your career, and even your future? Let's break it down step by step. The economy isn't magic or mystery, a system that explains how a country produces, distributes, and consumes goods and services. Think of it as the blood circulation of a country. Money flows like blood from businesses to workers to consumers and back again. If circulation is strong, the country thrives. If it weakens, the entire body, meaning society, struggles. You already interact with the economy daily. When you buy groceries, when you get a paycheck, when you pay rent, when you shop online, you're part of it. Every purchase, every service, every job is connected. So when you hear news about the economy, it's not some distant thing, it's literally your day-to-day life written on a giant scoreboard. That's why understanding it is power. Not every country's economy works the same way. There are four main types. Traditional, people trade goods directly, like farmers swapping crops for tools. Command, the government controls everything, seen in North Korea. Market, businesses and individuals decide, like in pure capitalism. Mixed, a blend of both, which the US and most modern nations follow. America is a mixed economy. That means private businesses and individuals make most decisions, but government steps in during crises. For example, during the 2008 crash, government bailed out banks. During COVID, stimulus checks were sent out. So while it's mostly market-driven, government plays referee when things goes out of control. Every economy rests on four main pillars. Businesses, they create goods and services. Consumers, that's us, spending and keeping demand alive. Government, setting taxes, interest rates, and rules. Global trade, countries buying and selling from each other. If one pillar weakens, the structure shakes, and when it collapses, everyone feels the shockwaves. Here's why you should care. Because the economy influences everything in your life. From whether you'll find a job to how much your groceries cost to how well your investments perform, even your dreams like buying a house, starting a business, or traveling the world all depend on the state of the economy. You may ignore it, but it never ignores you. When the economy is booming, companies expand, hire more people, and pay better salaries. But when it crashes, layoffs hit. Think about 2008, millions lost jobs in months. Or in 2020, when COVID forced businesses to shut down. Suddenly, workers who thought their jobs were safe were left scrambling. That's why your career path is always tied to the bigger economic picture. Have you noticed your grocery bill rising? That's inflation when prices go up because demand is high or supply is low. In 2022, inflation hit the US hard. Gas, rent, and food costs skyrocketed. Families were forced to cut back. On the flip side, if prices drop too much, called deflation, businesses can collapse. So the economy controls what you pay for life's basics. The economy also decides if your investments rise or crash. When GDP grows, stock markets usually climb. When a recession hits, markets fall. During the COVID crash, stocks lost trillions in weeks. But later, when stimulus boosted spending, markets bounced back. This shows how tightly the economy and your financial growth are linked. In 2008, the financial crisis began with risky loans and banking failure. Housing prices collapsed, banks closed, and millions lost homes and jobs. Even people far from Wall Street felt it in their daily lives. It proved one thing: when the economy shakes, no one is safe. Your paycheck, savings, and lifestyle are all connected to that big machine called the economy. Then came 2020. COVID shut down global supply chains. Factories closed, planes were grounded, shops shut their doors. Suddenly, even basic items like toilet paper and hand sanitizers disappeared. This wasn't a random shortage, it was an economic freeze. And when economies freeze, people's lives freeze too. Jobs, paychecks, and opportunities stopped overnight. It's not just numbers on a screen, it's dinner on your table or fuel in your tank. So how do experts measure economic health? Three main indicators: GDP, the total value of goods and services produced in a year. Unemployment rate, how many people are jobless. Inflation rate, how fast prices are rising. Together, these numbers reveal whether the economy is thriving, slowing, or in danger. Here's the fascinating part: the economy isn't controlled by one leader, it's the result of millions of small choices. Every time you buy coffee, every time a company hires a worker, every time a government adjusts interest rates, all those actions combine into something massive. This is what economists call the invisible hand guiding the market. The government plays a key role. It sets interest rates through the Federal Reserve. It collects taxes to fund services. It also prints money and creates policies to stabilize the economy. Without government action, recessions could drag on much longer. The economy doesn't just shape today, it shapes your tomorrow. A weak economy makes housing harder to buy, debts heavier to carry, and retirement savings smaller. A strong economy makes opportunities abundant, jobs plentiful, and wealth creation easier. That's why your financial goals, from education to investing, all depend on the bigger economic picture. So how do you protect yourself when the economy shifts? Learn financial literacy. Knowledge is defense. Build multiple income streams. Don't rely on one paycheck. Invest smartly. Markets dip, but grow long-term. Stay updated. Treat economic news like a weather forecast for money. Preparation doesn't stop the storm, but it helps you survive it. You can't control inflation. You can't stop recessions. You can't prevent crises, but you can control your response. When the economy shifts, the unprepared suffer, but the informed adapt and the wise even grow richer. That's why understanding the economy is not optional. It's the foundation of financial freedom. So next time you hear the economy is up or the economy is down, don't shrug it off. It's shaping your wallet, your job, and your future. If this breakdown helped you, smash that like button, share it with someone who finds the economy confusing, and subscribe to Prime Worth for more clear, powerful lessons about money and finance. Because knowledge isn't just power, it's financial freedom.